Hi, I'm Stuart Randall and I'm the CEO of Brokering, although to be honest, I don't like titles. We are insurance brokers first and foremost, and we have spent our lives in insurance broking, and we want to devote the rest of our lives to helping insurance brokers achieve what they need to and move on to the next stage in their life, or to help them grow their business. That's all we are about.
First of all, thank you so much for your time today, Stuart. Would you mind starting by telling me a little bit more about brokering and exactly what it does for brokers?
Brokering was an organisation which we founded to help brokers in a number of ways. We help brokers to buy other brokers, we help brokers to sell, and we do everything in between. And using all our expertise, we look at different ways of achieving what the broker is trying to achieve, be it selling, buying, or growing. And we help a lot of brokers to grow in ways that they might not have imagined.
Amazing. So considering the current market, is now the best time to sell?
Now is definitely the right time to sell. We've seen sky high prices over the past year, and there is no doubt at all that the consolidators are trying to talk down the rate that they're willing to pay for people at the moment. They haven't achieved it very much at the moment, but there's no doubt there's pressure because of interest rates and uncertainty. So the rates that we see in the market at the moment aren't likely to be around by the end of this year. So if you are thinking of selling, you need to look now. It doesn't mean to say you have to sell, but you need to look to see what your options are.
Interesting. And obviously there's a little thing called the general election this year. If things were to change and a Labour government came in, do you think that would make life more difficult? What's your thoughts?
I think everyone will run for the hills. And the difficulty is that for a lot of clients that have got baby boomer generation clients, they're going to think about retiring themselves. And so the general base of clients is at risk of diminishing. But the markets hate uncertainty, and the Labour government coming in will produce a massive uncertainty in the market, which will depress prices as people like a stable market, and private equity likes a stable market so that it has predictable results. And therefore, a Labour government coming in is the biggest threat to insurance brokers, and you need to be looking at your options now before that effect starts to come about.
Great. And can you explain to me what the required process is for selling a brokerage?
Well, the process is to talk to us in the first instance, and we'll talk you through the options and who could be the possible people to buy you. We'll then produce a document, a sales document for you effectively. And once we have interviewed buyers with you and you choose which route you want to go down, we bring it about with all the legal and taxation issues and so forth. But we hold your hands all the way through. Simple as that.
Fantastic. And obviously there's so many different systems. So say if I'm a broker, does it matter what system I'm operating on?
No, generally people have got legacy systems, and there's normally 4 usual suspects. So it's not a problem whichever system you're on at present moment in time. It helps if you're on certain systems in that it makes it easier for people to merge in with you, but it has no practical effect whatsoever, and it doesn't affect the price either.
So say I'm a broker and I'm not sure whether I want to sell. Are there alternatives given to this? If I'm still feeling fit or the thought of not working is worrying to me?
Welcome to brokering. This is exactly what we do. People think they have to get up to retirement and sell, and that they sell to a consolidator and exit within a year or two. It's not the case. We have many variations, and the whole point of us being around is to find the ideal fit for you, but also to drill down to find out what it is that you actually want, because you make decisions based on what you know, and we'll tell you all the things that you can do which you may not have considered before. And the whole essence of brokering is to find the perfect solution for what you're after, but you may not realize it yet, but continuing to work is always a really good option.
So why is it that you would charge me a percentage of the sale value, unlike some other companies that wouldn't charge?
Simple thing really. We absolutely do a hands-on service where we help you every single step of the way, and we get involved in all the detail in the sales process, getting the due diligence done. We absolutely hold people's hands, and the best way to do it is to speak to the people who've been through our process, and they will tell you how much we add to the equation and how much easier and how much more confidence they have in the process with us by their side. It's as simple as that.
So as a broker, how do I benefit from this?
It's very easy. We're in the market all the time. We know all the consolidators and the people who are buying. Apart from getting the best deal for you, the best deal is to get the best price commensurate with what you want to achieve. We know the market multiples, we know what people are prepared to pay. We will guarantee to get you the best price, but not just sacrifice for price only. The best price for the best deal that fits what you want, and that's the key to it all, really. Price is really a negotiation point based on experience and knowledge, and we bring that to the equation.
So when it comes down to it, will you be getting more money for my brokerage than somebody who isn't charging?
The people who don't charge generally are the estate agents, really, of the insurance broking world, and they basically introduce you to people and let you get on with it, despite what they often say about the service levels they bring. They basically put 10 or 20 people into you, and we have a lot of people who withdraw from that process because they get overwhelmed. The whole point of getting us involved is to define a deal who will be the right partner for you, first and foremost for your lifestyle going forward, and then get the best price. Getting the best price is not difficult. Getting the right deal is the most important thing, because you go into it not knowing really what life will be like under the new owners. We know what life will be like, and we'll tell you about it and acquaint you with it, rather than leave you to your own devices.
So thinking about you and your team, what experience does brokering have that other introducers don't?
Age. We're all old. We're all baby boomers, and we absolutely relate to you. If you look on our websites and see all our reminiscences, you'll work out we're all born in the 50s, and we have a lot of experience between us. Myself and all my partners have been around in the industry for many years, and we know most people in the industry. So we're able to access the right people for you, and using our knowledge and expertise, we're able to make sure you're looked after. And that's the priority in all of this, to make sure that the next stage of your life is looked after in the best way possible, so that you have all the options there.
Great. And thinking about the technicalities, do you charge VAT on your fee?
No, we don't charge VAT on the fee. The reason for that is that sales of brokerages where you're selling shares is exempt from VAT. Simple.
How does an earnout work, and will it change if during the period my GWP changes?
An earnout works normally. Every deal will have an earnout of some description in it. Some are for 12 months, some are for 2 years. Our job is to make sure we get the shortest one possible for you. And basically it's to make sure that your clients don't run for the hills and you stay engaged, to make sure the clients renew. We manage all that process as well, including the earnout adjustments and things like this. It's unrealistic to expect you to get 100% of the sale price day one and then just walk away, leaving your clients to run for the hills. So there's all some form of adjustment mechanism in it. But our job is to make sure that we minimise the risk. In some cases, we get earn-ups, which means that if you grow the gross written premium during the period, you'll get more money as well. So there's many variations on the theme, but we'll hold your hand all the way through it. Okay.
So when you're looking at your comp set, is this something where you see that all potential buyers? How does this all work?
There's a set number of buyers out there who are consolidators, the larger consolidators and the smaller consolidators, and we all know who those people are. Where we score is that we know a lot of individual brokers who aren't out there generally, who want to acquire other brokers, particularly in the same locations. And we know these people, and we can fit brokers into them far better because of our knowledge of what they're after and who fits. Big isn't always beautiful, and therefore selling to a smaller broker, and we can help them to fund it. Selling to a smaller broker makes it a lot easier for the staff, for the location, for the clients and so forth. And it sits a lot easier with a lot more people, not having to sell out to a national broker or a group. And that's where we know, and our knowledge helps us to find the right partner for you.
Great. And one final question for you. What are brokering's USPs?
To my mind, there's two USPs really. One is the integrity we bring to it all, because we are completely committed to looking after our clients in a way that goes beyond the norm, and you have to experience it to appreciate it. And the second thing is us. We have a vast amount of experience in the industry. We know a lot of people, and we will make sure we do our utter best to find you the right home for your business.
Great. Well, yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, Stuart. It was great to talk to you.
Okay, thank you very much.